Hey guys, I'm out at the Goodwill bins and the Goodwill store right next to it in Conover, North Carolina. As you can see, it's already dark out. It's getting dark earlier and earlier just because it is winter time now. Anyway, we're going to go in here and see if we can find some sort of a blanket to go over my giant ottoman so that my dogs don't destroy it any more than they already have. And just see what kind of seasonal decor they have out for Valentine's Day and whatnot. This is one of those sequin bags. You rub them one way and it's one color, and you rub them the other way and it's another color. They do have quite a bit of books in here. You can usually find some really good books in here. Y'all know I love to buy these collapsible storage bins and keep these in my vehicle to put my groceries in. Someone left a toy sitting right here in the floor. You can often find some really nice used toys in here for really cheap. So if you're ever looking for toys for infants and toddlers or even older kids, make sure you check the bins because you can get some really good deals in here. Here's some ribbon on the roll. It looks brand new, and I see some garland under here. If you find garland in here and it's in good shape, you can buy that stuff super cheap in here. I mean, like even cheaper than the Dollar Tree, y'all. Here's another storage cube, but I don't need any more. But this is the best place to buy them because you can get them super cheap here compared to elsewhere. Here's another roll of Christmas ribbon, and you can see it still has the plastic around the ribbon, so it's never been opened. Someone donated their CD case with the CDs still in it. Here's a box of assorted Christmas cards. They're brand new, still in the original packaging. You can often find things that are brand new, still in the original packaging, even here in the bins. And this is a handmade leather coin purse, and it is super cute. This is a super cute metal basket, and this is a really cute wreath. It could use some touching up, but you can buy those super cheap in here and then buy you some flowers and fix that up for cheaper than you could ever buy a brand new one. There's a hole in this bag, so the Easter eggs are just falling out everywhere. This is a bag of disposable briefs. The snowmen are super cute. I'm surprised no one's bought this yet. Here's some plastic dry measuring cups. These would be super cheap in here. This is a super cute recipe box, but I don't need it, so I'll leave that here for one of you. This is one of those fabric covered photo albums. These used to be really popular back in the day. Let's check out these shoes. They look kind of worn, but I'm not a reseller, so I don't really go through the shoes much in here, but I do pick them up so that you guys can see them in case you're resellers and watching. You know that you can come here and buy shoes. They usually have a lot of shoes here at this bins location. They have furniture in here, which is really unusual. This table is $20. This would be something you could paint or stain and use as a display table, and they're only asking $1 for this, y'all. They're asking $5 for this end table, and $5 for this entertainment center, and $5 for the bookcase, y'all. When they first opened this bins location, they used to sell everything in here, like hard goods and lots of furniture. And then they opened like the retail store right next door. So all of the hard goods stuff goes there. And most of the furniture, I guess it must be too crowded over there for those pieces of furniture they had back there. Here's an exercise mat. I know everybody will be doing their New Year's resolution, so there goes your exercise mat to get you started. These Easter eggs are brand new, still in the original packaging, so they do have some Easter stuff in here now. If you like these metal or aluminum water bottles, you can get those in here really cheap compared to anywhere else. If you like vintage books, you can often find vintage children's books and books for adults. Some of the bins look kind of empty and the other ones look kind of full, but I'm just not seeing anything in here that I gotta have. I try to thrift with intention. If you've ever watched my videos before, then you know that whenever I come out thrifting, I usually have like one specific item in mind that I would like to find. I try to limit myself as to what I buy. It's too easy to get caught up in thrifting and do a lot of impulse buying, and I've seen a lot of my friends become hoarders. I've also known quite a few people that had every intention of becoming resellers online on platforms like eBay and Mercari and Poshmark, but they could never get their items listed because they're always out in the thrift store thrifting and hunting for items, because that's where that adrenaline rush comes from. You know, the hunt, going out and just hunting to see what bargain you could find. And then, you know, once you find it and you get home or whatever, that adrenaline rush is over, and then they just wouldn't have the energy or the care to get those items listed for resale. This is a beautiful shirt and in like new condition, but I don't need it for anyone. You can find some really great men's dress shirts in here a lot of the times. You can come in here and find some that are brand new or like brand new, y'all. Here's another one like brand new, also a Croft & Barrow shirt. I mean, you can buy these things so cheap in here. You could buy like 10 or 15 of these shirts for less than $10, y'all, and you can't buy one of those shirts at a store for $10. I thought that was going to be a throw that maybe I could buy for my ottoman, but it wasn't. You can get baby clothes in here too, a lot of the times really cheap. I haven't seen a lot of baby clothes today, but look, here's another LL Bean shirt. Looks like it's almost brand new too. Well, I'm not finding any throws to go on my ottoman, unfortunately, but I see a coat. I want to check this coat out over here. It's super cold out. We are having winter weather, so if you need a coat, you can get them really cheap here in the Goodwill bins, y'all. This is a super nice coat, and you could pick this up for less than $5 in here, y'all, since everything's sold by weight. It needs a good cleaning, but this is a super nice coat. Here's some ladies' panties, brand new, never worn. You can tell because here's the tag still on there. This is something that the resellers will come in here and pick up, and they'll resell those online since they're brand new. These Lee corduroy pants are child size. They look like they're in really good condition. If you have children, you can come in here and buy a lot of clothes like super cheap. These ladies' pants are brand new, still have the original tags on them too. I used to find a lot of really nice purses and wallets and just all kinds of accessories in here when the bins first opened, but now they're just so busy all of the time, so people come in and buy this stuff up. It's not just the resellers, it's just people coming in large quantities and shopping for themselves. There's a lot of different brands that you can find in here. I used to find a lot of nice Italian shoes and purses in here. And when I say Italian, I mean Italian leather shoes for men and women, and a lot of Italian purses. I don't find them so much anymore though. You can usually find a lot of makeup bags and travel size toiletry bags. So like if you're flying overseas or going on a cruise or something like that and you need a small toiletry bag, they usually have a lot of those in here in the bins, and you can pick those up for just a couple of dollars. I'm going to share a tip with you that I learned from a reseller recently. If you ever find a purse, a suitcase, or any other type of a bag, like a tote bag that has a cloth liner that might have some stains in it or might need a good cleaning, but you can't put the purse or the suitcase in the washing machine because it's leather or whatever, buy you a can of the carpet and upholstery cleaner that you use to spot clean stains, and use that on the liner of your bag to clean that out. So don't be afraid to buy a purse or a suitcase or a tote bag just because there might be a stain or two in the liner. If you have children or grandchildren, friends with children, whatever, you can buy a lot of toys in here really cheap, and you can find a lot of toys in here in really good condition. This tote bag would be super cute to use for spring and summer. I don't need it, so I'll leave it here for you. If you can find disposable briefs or bed pads here in the bins, then you can get them cheaper here than any other thrift store typically, since everything is sold by weight. So something that would normally cost $4 to $5 at like the Goodwill store, you could probably pick up in here for $2 or $3. I say probably because since it is by weight, if it's a really big package, it might end up costing you a little bit more in here since it's by weight. So you got to be really careful about what you buy and where you buy it from, because just because it's by weight in here doesn't mean it's cheaper. Like these hardback book collections, they would cost more in here potentially just because those hardback books weigh more. There is signage up on the wall that will tell you how much things cost per pound. So like clothing is sold for like $1 something per pound, I believe, whereas books are typically sold for, it used to be like 69 cents or 89 cents per pound. I'm not sure what it is now, but books typically weigh more than clothing, so they charge you less per pound for books, or at least they used to. I would have to double check on that. So always look for the signage up on the wall. And our outlet store does have a small scale for customers to use so that you can weigh the items that you think you might like to purchase and then calculate the average cost that it might cost you, so there's no sticker shock when you get up to the cash register to pay for your purchases. Because if you come in here and just start filling up an entire cart with stuff, I promise you, you can easily run it up to like $75 to $100 or more really easy. I have seen people come in here and just get carts full of clothing. I mean, just toppling full of clothing, and think that they were going to go up to the register and it was going to be like $20. But when you have that much clothing, it weighs a lot more than you would expect it to be. And then they get up to the register and they tell them they got $50 worth of clothing, and they're like, what? Here's a hair bonnet. So I haven't seen one of these in here in a really long time, but you know, a lot of people do like to sleep with bonnets on their hair to protect their hair at night. That's always a really good idea, especially if you have brittle hair, really thin hair, even long hair, because like I can wake up and my hair's tangled in the back from where I've slept on it and stuff. Here's another cute tote bag. This thing is brand new and it's reversible. backpacks and nursery bags. If you need those for like daycare, summer camp, or for your kids to start school next year, start looking for backpacks now, because now's a really good time to start finding some of those in the bins. And especially once school lets out in the spring or summer, then you can often find some really nice brand new or like new backpacks here in the bins or even around the other thrift stores. Or maybe they just need a little something special to go to Grandma's house. Sometimes you can find some really cute things in here. And y'all know I love polka dots, so I couldn't resist picking that one up. Here's a really cute makeup bag for your next beach trip. I had to look this purse up because I'm not familiar with this brand. They sell this on Amazon for sure, and maybe eBay. Anyway, whichever site I saw it on, these things sell for over $40 or $50, and you could get this purse, which is like brand new, for less than $3 or $4 in here, y'all. And yes, I put that coin back in the purse because it is not my coin to take. And there's a lot of people that come in here that are very low income, and they will like go through the purses and the wallets and stuff, hoping that they will find some spare change or whatever. And so I left that here because I know one of them might need that coin way worse than I do. My kids are all grown, so like I don't need toys, but I'm telling you, if y'all need to buy toys, then come in here and pick some up, because this is the cheapest place to get them. And especially like baby rattlers and stuff like that for infants, if you can find them in here, like some of that stuff you can run through the washing machine, the dishwasher. You can wash it by hand and it will be perfectly safe for your baby to use, and you will save a ton of money. I recently bought my son Adele albums in here, and believe it or not, they were in perfect condition. And I bought him an album set. It was, I think, 2 or 3 albums, and I only paid $2 for those in here, y'all. So if you see any vinyl albums, make sure you check them out, because you can look at them and tell whether or not they're warped or have scratches on them or anything like that. And if they're not, pick those up, because you can get them for a couple of dollars. I'm seeing an assortment of stuff, but I have yet to find a throw that will fit on the ottoman for my dogs so they don't destroy it. So I might have to wait and see if they have some next door. Hopefully they will. Like, I haven't seen hardly any comforters or anything like that in the bins this evening, which is really weird. Usually they'll have 2 or 3 bins in here at least that are just full of comforters, different blankets and throws and sheets. You can often find curtains and stuff in here, but I haven't seen any of those types of bins in here tonight. I usually don't buy shoes in here. One time I did find a pair of brand new Italian leather shoes. They were summer shoes, and I bought those, and I wore them for a while, and then I ended up giving them to a friend that needed them to go with an outfit or something. I can't remember. But anyway, I had bought like brand new Italian leather shoes in here, and I know I paid less than $3 for them, y'all. So you don't discount the shoes, because you can find some brand new ones in here. And because it's winter time, you can find a lot of boots and stuff. This is a super nice coat, y'all, and it would only cost you a couple of dollars in here. Alrighty, I'm in the Goodwill retail store that's right next to the bins. I did not film walking over here. It's dark outside and really cold. I'm just flipping through the purses really quick here, trying to see if I find any designer purses, but most of those are kept up by the register now, and they are priced higher than they used to be. They do usually mark those up to anywhere from $20 to $30. Used to, you could get even a designer purse in here for like $5.99 or whatever, but that's not the case anymore. This purse would be super cute for the spring, and then this one's nice for right now in the winter, and this one is an Anne Klein. I need to make my way back here to the linen section and see if I can find that throw for my ottoman, but here's some diapers, and these are for toddlers. I hardly see diapers for toddlers in here. Every once in a while I do, but most of the time you can find adult size disposable briefs and bed pads. So that's the cheapest way to buy those usually, y'all. So don't forget to check your thrift stores for those items. They appear to have quite a few comforters to choose from today. You can get some really good deals on comforters in here sometimes, but I need a large throw to go over my oversized ottoman to protect it from my dogs. They love to do zoomies out in the yard and then come busting through the doggy door and immediately jump up on the ottoman with dirty paws. So I've got to keep a throw on there to keep my ottoman protected. Oh, I really like this one, but oh my God, it smells like cat urine or something. And y'all know you can't get the smell of cat urine out of anything. I'm really not a fan of animal print, but this was the only one that I could find that I think will fit, so I think I'm going to get it. Okay, y'all, the only thing I bought at the outlet store was the bag of disposable briefs because I am a full-time caregiver. And I'm always trying to remind you, if you can find caregiving supplies at your thrift stores, then that's the best place to buy them because you will save a ton of money. I was going to get the animal print blanket to go on the ottoman, which I really don't like animal print, but I thought it was the only one. And then I found that it was coming apart on the ends as I was getting ready to pay for it. So I put that one back. And I got this dark blue one. You probably can't see it very good because it's so dark in here. So I bought this big dark blue throw to go on my ottoman to hopefully protect it from the dogs. That's all I've got today. Didn't see anything in the way of Valentine's decor, which was really strange. Had I not been looking for any seasonal decor for Valentine's Day, I would have found a ton. There was a little bit of Easter decor, but that was it. Anyway, guys, I hope to see you again for the next video. Love ya. Bye.